today I'm going to be talking about episode 3 of Shadowhunters Parabatai Lost. The third episode in season 2, and this episode focused on Alec, who at the end of the last episode had tried to use his Parabatai bond to track Jace and try and find Jace, and he slipped too far into himself, and then this episode is trying to wake him up and trying to get Jace back to him and trying to fix this whole mess that was caused, and it was pretty stressful. I'd give this episode kind of like 5 out of 10 if I was going to rate it. I think that's probably the best bet. It wasn't my favourite episode of the whole show, but it wasn't one of my worst ones. I think there were some really good parts to it. I got really emotional at some scenes. The acting was really good. But then there were other scenes which didn't really make much sense and didn't really flow with the show. So, flow with the show. Rhyming. I just had a big mix of opinions with this. This video is going to be spoilery for episode 3 of Shadowhunters season 2. So if you have not watched the episode yet, go and watch it and come back and discuss. Bye! So, my biggest wish is that I could stop comparing this show to the books. Like, I think that if I could completely erase the books from my mind, which obviously I don't want to do because they're like my favourite books, if I could completely just stop thinking about the books, I'd really enjoy this show. My biggest issue with this is that barely any of this episode was book content. It was so weird. It felt like they took the characters with these names, put them into places that had similar names, and then just wrote an entirely different story surrounding them, and it was really strange to watch. But regardless of that, I did enjoy the episode. I thought there was some good things to it. It was good. I did enjoy it. The reason why these videos go up a couple of days after the episode airs is because every Wednesday me and my sister-in-law get together and watch the episode. So I'm always watching it with her now, which is really fun because it's nice to have someone to watch it with. We get really invested, so we were kind of like, oh my god, no, like to each other. But there was still some things that even she picked up on, as she hasn't even read the books. The biggest sort of plot of this was getting Jace back and also Alec, and we had Magnus really trying to keep Alec alive. He'd been allowed in the Institute by Victor Aldertree, and Victor Aldertree is getting on my nerves! He's just so frustrating. I really wanted Izzy to just hit him with her whip because he was really like, oh my god, he just doesn't get it. He kept saying things to the characters and I was like, dude, he was like no sympathy. He was like, oh, we'll be sad to let him go. To his sister, like to Isabel, like who is distraught at the fact that she could lose her brother, and he's just like, yeah, we'll be sad to let him go, and it's like, shut up! Like, shut up, Aldertree. So Magnus is really trying to help. I think the acting in this bit was really amazing. You could really see how Magnus was feeling, like how he felt about Alec and how he really didn't want to lose him and just how frustrated he was getting. And I think that was really representative of Magnus's character when he gets really angry at Raj and shows the power that he can do and just how easily he can basically shut someone up, and just how frustrated he was getting and how his magic was powerful enough to keep Alec kind of on the surface. I think that's really important because I think that it's good that we get to see Magnus as Magnus actually is, and we get to see him and sort of see his actual character, so I was really glad for that. I would have genuinely thought Alec was gonna die if they hadn't released a crap ton of promo for future episodes. Freeform keep releasing things that really give away future episodes, and it's really frustrating. Like, I have read the book, so I know these things, but like some people haven't, and they keep doing polls, and it's like, who do you prefer, Malik or Clace? And it's like, why are you promoting Clace? They're brother and sister, like what are you doing? They keep like doing things that just are really spoilery. So I knew that Alec wasn't going to die in the episode, so I was like, well, okay, this isn't going to happen. Of course it's not going to happen. So yeah, that was a little bit like, it added to the like climax of it, because obviously we're supposed to be really like, oh my goodness, like don't die. And it was stressful, and like it was the minute there where I was like, are they actually going to? But because of all these promotional stuff and because we see so much promo, it's really obvious that they're not, and I wish they would like tone down on the amount of stuff they keep sharing. The acting was really good in this episode. The acting was actually one of my highlights of this episode. Isabel, Jace and Magnus, and then with Alec was absolutely fantastic. The scene with Dom and Alec at the end when he's hugging him and he's saying, please don't leave me, really shows this Parabatai bond. It shows how strong they are. I'm liking that they're now consistent with showing this bond and how strong this bond is, and like that really came across with the way they were acting with each other, and that scene was amazing. And I was getting really like, choked up with Dom and Matt when Dom's crying and trying to get him to wake up, and it was just really good. That scene was really effective. And also Isabel and Magnus and their relief on their faces. There was actually a gift set, whatever people call it, on Tumblr, and it was like a side by side when they thought Alec had died and when they saw that he'd come out to life, and you could really see this comparison. You could really see the emotion on their faces, and I just think it was a really good, accurate accurate representation of the characters and how the characters would feel in that situation, and it was just really, really well done. The flashbacks were a bit weird. I liked the effect of the flashbacks. We got to see bits of Alec's life. I liked that what was happening outside like showed that he was still conscious because he could hear things. When Magnus got all Snow White up in here and tried to kiss him awake, which was really cheesy. The flashbacks were really good because it was what was happening in the world and then what was going on in Alec's brain, so you could see that he was still kind of attached and he was still aware of what was going on, and I thought that that parallel was really clever. So obviously when Magnus does kiss him, we get to see him coming out to Isabel and that situation, and I really, really liked that. Alec and Jace, when they were really young, that was really well done. The acting was really good. It really felt like Alec and Jace. It felt like the dynamic that they had going on, and I thought that that was really good. Other than this, I liked actual Izzy in this. Emerald's acting was really good. She was really badass and cool, and she was really showing that she was not going to take anything for people that were not treating her brother seriously and not trying to save him seriously, when she just turned to Raj and was like, shut up, Raj. Like, it was just funny. The delivery of it was really, really good. When she gets the werewolf with her whip at the end, and she really felt like Isabel, and I really, really, really liked it. We also saw a lot of the werewolves in this episode. We were introduced to Maya, who was actually pretty good. Her acting was really good, and then everything kind of broke out, and then that whole scene was really, really weird. I don't know where they had Maya chained in the hospital. Like, I don't know why she had to do that. Like, that would have been a lot to clear up. That would have been breaking so many Clave rules. Clave would not have been happy about that. That would not have been something that would have been dealt with lightly. I liked the way she changed though. Like, I liked that it represented that it wasn't a good thing. Like, this isn't a good way to change. This isn't a good glamorous thing. Like, this is really painful and not very cool. We also had scenes with Simon and Clary. It felt really very Simon and Clary when she's reassuring Simon that if he tells his mum, she's gonna accept him and be nice. And I was like, oh no. That was good, and they really felt like Simon and Clary. The thing I'm really liking about this season is Kat and Alberto's relationship. Like, you can tell they've got really, really good chemistry together, and I think that they really understand their characters and their characters' relationship with each other, and that really comes across on screen. Raphael was also in this episode. I didn't love him as much as I usually like Raphael. He was a bit weird. Like, he made sure he could get acceptance into Simon's mum's house. So I was like, what are you gonna do? Like, what was your point in doing that? But that was a bit creepy and a bit weird, but I liked the whole band manager thing and how he was trying to, like, kind of low-key protect Simon from what his mum would say, but also so that Simon didn't break the accords and be like, lol, I'm a vampire. That was good. I liked that bit. I'd be interested to see if future on we find out about Simon and Rebecca and like how their relationship is with that, because obviously his mum wasn't very happy in the books with it, but her sister was a bit more accepting of it. So I'd be interested to see if it does actually come out later on and that they do find out. Simon was also the funny Simon. Maybe you should tell her, what, come out of the coffin? Alberto's delivery and the way that he kind of plays Simon and portrays Simon is really, really good and like really like spot on with what he's doing, and I really like it. Also, I had a conversation with one of you guys in the comments of my last video about the black eyes demon Jonathan thing, and how like in the show we now think that they've actually done it so that the eyes can be changed so that he doesn't always have demon eyes, which is fine if that's what they want to do. Like, if Jonathan has these black demon eyes all of the time, Jocelyn got up close and spoke directly to Jace and still didn't realise he's not some demon child. It's like, I really want to know, can they please clear it up if the eyes can change constantly, or does he always have black eyes? Like, I swear to God, if Sebastian comes into the show with solidly black eyes that are consistently black, I will, like, I really need to know. Can any of you guys help me with this? Baby Jonathan's eyes in the last episode were black and he killed the flower and they were black. Jace's eyes are not black. Jocelyn is still like, yeah, this is my demon son with his normal eyes, and it's like really confusing because in the books she knows immediately when she looks at him like he doesn't have the demon eye, because they can't be changed in the book. There's like a second in City of Heavenly Fire, which I won't spoil, where his eyes are not black, like just a second, but other than that they are, and I'm just really confused. Can he change the eye colour? Because if he can change them and that they're not always black, that makes more sense. If he can't change them and Jonathan Morgenstern's eyes are constantly black, then we've got some issues that I am getting frustrated about, because then it's like properly obvious and it's really stressing me out. I did think that the pacing was a lot better in this episode. There was a couple of things that really happened like quite quickly, but other than that I felt like it had like a concrete story, even if that story barely had sort of anything to do with the book plot. It had a structure as to what the point of it was. Jace was really just like, and the like camera shots and the way it was filmed, and that was all looked really, really good as well. I really, really liked the like aesthetic of this episode and how everything was put together and how everything joined together. I think it was really good. Next episode we have new showrunners, which is going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that changes, because I think that they got these episodes in and then people left and then they had to get new people. So I am looking forward to seeing how in the next episodes that's changed and what these new showrunners can bring to the show. I'm intrigued to see what happens. So what were your thoughts on episode 3 of Shadowhunters? Like I said, I did enjoy it. There were just a couple of things that just I still keep getting a bit confused about, and a couple of things that I didn't feel like worked very well, but other than that, I did enjoy it. So I would love to know your thoughts. Let's discuss. If you are new here, I make bookish videos a couple of times a week, so if you would like to stick around and join us, then you can do that. And as usual, all my links will be in the description below if you would like to come hang out with me on other social medias. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really, really, really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!